part 2 of our special on the champs.
Let the beat control your body. 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 Let the beat control your body.
Now let my beat control your body. This year's National Bodybuilding Champs featured bulging biceps of all ages. Like 57-year-old Dave Ronganui from Harvard. Yes, that's right, Dave's 57. He's been competing for 5 years and has won a Mr. Taranaki title and recommends bodybuilding to older people to help them retain their youth, strength and vitality. And appropriately, he works out at a gym called Fit for Life. And when you consider he's just 3 years short of 60, Dave Ronganui is an inspiration to us all. Like all the Masters men, won by a slightly younger guy in his 40s, Jim Cifelli. One of the youngest competitors was 20-year-old Carrie Hubbard. With a Central North Island title to her credit, Carrie, who works out at Les Mills in Hamilton, went on to win the junior women's class. Now, one of the real surprises and crown pleasers of the champs was this performance by Jamie Flynn from Pro Fitness in Christchurch. And in the novice men's under 70 kilo class, he certainly had a novel routine with a very cheeky display. The former New Zealand Colts rep in rugby and under 19 rep in softball literally came from behind to win the class, even though at times his posing was a real bummer. The big showdown of the women bodybuilders this year was in the open over 57 kilo class. Australian and Pan-Pacific champ, 29-year-old Alison Rainbow from Les Mills in Auckland, put her titles and muscles on the line. Up against her, Jenny Fitzgerald, 28-year-old former national champ, who's also won titles in Australasia, Oceania and Pan-Pacifics. Former triathlete went on to win the over 57 kilo class and then posed down with the other winners in the women's classes, like Karen Van Bolderen, winner of the 52 to 57 kilo class, and Nola Tonks, under 52. But with a body like that, our overall national women's title also went to Jenny Fitzgerald.
Tonight, it's been a great night. For my bodybuilding career, it's going to help me with my personal training business, which I do through Don Oliver's St Luke's up here. It also is the start of a beginning for me to something more on the international scene, preferably in the States. I've got myself to this level in New Zealand, and really if you want to get ahead, you have to maybe not live overseas, but you have to think about competing over with high competition.
And both Jenny and Carrie will get their chance of overseas competition when they join the New Zealand team at the Australasian Champs in Sydney next February. But next up, the big blokes with the big bods and the guest pose from Big Vic, Victor Richards. That's as we muscle in on the National Bodybuilding Champs right after the break. Friday night on 3, the night when the Stars and the Hedgehogs come out to play on Mobile Sport. And of course, at the moment, we've got some of the bulkiest and biggest stars around as we continue with the highlights for the National Bodybuilding Championships.
Control your body. The beat is running through your veins. Control your body. When you let it penetrate your brain.
Now, the main men of the National Bodybuilding Champs were two guys from Gold's Gym in Auckland, competing in the over 90 kilo class. The biggest of them all, Hugh Willis at 113 kilos. Challenge came from BJ Johns, who's got a slightly smaller body weight of 93 kilos, but heaps of bulk, size and definition. Former rugby player from Gisborne has been training for 12 years, but has spent the last 4 years living in California, working as a personal trainer and working out with people like movie star Michael Douglas. Returned a few months ago with the Mr. Southern California title to add to his Mr. New Zealand, Oceania and Pan-Pacific titles. And now, after 5 years of planning, a national bodybuilding title.
Yeah, in actual fact, I planned this 5 years ago in 1989. I then left for California, trained, learned a lot, got a lot of experience and knowledge, put it all together, came back, been back just a little under 3 months, and I've been dieting for 21 months with this particular evening, and I pulled the big one off.
Then it was time to see if BJ could take out the overall men's title, with the pose down against the other class champions. Up against him, Robbie Varley, winner of the Open Men's under 70 kilo class. Siossi Maratuofa from John Oliver's in Auckland, winner of the Open Men's 70 to 75 kilo class.
Control your body. The beat is running through your veins. Control your body.
Former national champ and Mr. Australia, Mark Rainbow, 27-year-old from Les Mills in Auckland, winner of the Open Men's 75 to 80 kilo class.
It's my beat, now it's my beat. Let the beat control your body. Let the beat control your body. Let the beat control your body.
And Wyndon Lamoli, 34-year-old from Cuts and Curves in Auckland, who took out the Open Men's over 80 kilo division.
Control your body. Let the beat control your body. Let the beat control your body.
But just like his partner Jenny Fitzgerald, the overall women's champ BJ Johns also went on to win the title as our overall National Bodybuilding Champion.
Now it's a matter of applying for a pro card at the IFBB, which is the International Federation of Bodybuilders. I apply. If I'm accepted, I become a pro. And then once I have the card, I can sit on the card, and gain extra 20 pounds of muscle, which is obviously going to take time. So I'll take some time out, go back to the drawing board and build some muscle, and then look at competing in either the Niagara Falls or the San Jose, one of the smaller pro shows to start with, because my goal is to be competitive, to get some comparisons and put New Zealand on the map.
And BJ was joined by 5 other guys who'll compete for New Zealand at the Australasians in Sydney in February. Anthony Smith, Michael Kingsnorth, Jim Sapelli, Wyndon Lamoli and Peter Hunt. But the real body, everybody who was somebody had come to see, was that of Big Vic, Victor Richards, all the way from Washington for a special guest pose that was simply the biggest. Victor has the reputation of being the biggest bodybuilder on earth, with a chest measuring 62 inches, arms 24 inches, massive legs 36.5 inches, and weighs in at an incredible 150 kilos. But it's taken the 28-year-old 12 years of hard work and dedicated lifestyle to get a body like this.
You have to have the gene to start with, then on top of it, you have to know the know-how, the nutrition. You have to be motivated. You have to be dedicated. You also have to sacrifice. So all this in conjunction, put together, takes a lot of discipline to attain a physique like this. Just like we were saying, there's a lot of people that train very hard, that have all the genetics in the world, but if they don't live the lifestyle, it's just shallow. You know, if you have the best car in the world and you don't know how to drive it, it's useless.
But the amazing thing about Victor is he doesn't compete, because he says bodybuilding is something you should live and breathe, not just do to get into shape for a competition. And that's why everywhere he goes, he runs special seminars on building your body.
To me, just posing is just showing my physique in that way. It's just a way to get people through the door to listen to what I have to say. You know, I have more fun giving the seminar than doing the posing. But if I have to use my physique as a bait to get people through the door, it's like a preacher to get people through the door to listen to the mind. If I have to use the body to do that, so be it.
And for the fans out in front and the admirers backstage, Richards was a real victor with all the Kiwi bodybuilders.
Oh boy, physique like that just leaves you speechless. That sort of, it does. His thickness and his density is something else, and it's inspiration to see what a human can really do with their body if they put their mind to it. He's great.
So they came, they pumped, they bulged and sweated. Months of hard work and sacrifice for 10 minutes of glory as one of our National Bodybuilding Champions.
Let the beat control your body.
Yes, unbelievable bodies there. We're talking about putting your body on the line in a